Greetings Earth, back with another video. Going to be talking about Brazilians lecture. There's a ton of material that we can talk about. Haven't talked to anyone for a long time because these people declare demons, they are declare parasites of my life, they are declare stalkers of my life. I'm just right now understanding what these people are doing. I spent my entire life living normally, running after, trying to, being a little ambitious, trying to create like a okay life for myself. But as I lived, I was boycotted, and I did not understand what was boycotting me. Now I understand. Excuse me. Brazilians, they are now using me as a type of a person that they send thought-provoking, thought suggestions. For example, coffee. This coffee right now was involuntary. It didn't come from me. I understand that because I know my own body, I know my own brain, and I know when express orders come from satanic Brazilian parasites, low-life people. My neighbors, these people, Brazilians, Babo, they boycotted my life in a way that I would be around stalker people, people that wander other people's life. These people are trying to lecture other people, and they are using all types of ways that they can to try to lecture people. They're using people's disease, history, people's homosexuality, sex orientation. They're using people's color of hair. They are using racism, all kind of types of excuses to trespass someone else's bottom, especially wacko, old, nasty, evil women. There's a lot of nasty old women that they are now monitoring our poop. Our number two, every time we go, at least I am, every time I go to the bathroom, I have a neighbor that she has to shout or something, she has to make noises, she speaks, she talks about the event that it's happening at the time, she's developing like noises with children, with dogs, in order to harmonize those noises towards our like bathroom time. It's ridiculous. I'm even embarrassed to talk about. But the main thing is that these people are trying to lecture. They are trying to understand the mysteries, the secrets of the brain, the human brain. They're trying to understand about the cortex. These people are trying to understand. They are trying to look within us, inside our homes. They thought molest us. They thought suggest. They thought provoke. They thought assume. They do all kind of things to look within us, in our house, and in whatever we are doing. Whatever, let's say we are about to read a book, they are being precise in a way that they want to make sure that you know that they know exactly which sense are you reading right now. They're trying to tell you that they are claiming your body, or that they already claimed your body. For example, in my case, I pretend I don't hear, I pretend I don't see, and I do not notice the coincidence that happened between me and this nasty satanic savages. For me, they are savages. The women are old, they're ugly, they are overweight. Most of them, they're overweight. They speak like horribly, like with this hell voice. They connect with some past life crimes that they are trying to make me a witness of it, which I'm not. These people create a situation with me and an old man, that this man was peeing in my house, and then I pushed him, and then they took me to a court so that I can stay stuck in Brazil for the last 2 years. Because these people are along with the United States, they're shaping off the future so that they can try to use me as an instrument to look at the people, for example, as I'm speaking right now, they don't need to know English. Some smart artificial intelligence is translating to them as we speak. They translate to savages our thoughts, our dreams, our life goals. They are translating to savages physicians material. They are translating to savages architect material, engineers, all the earth projects that were supposed to help everyone else. Some power, some force, like homosexuals, robots, TV stalkers, TV nasty freaks, They're translating true savages, which are the household people, most household women. Women are making all men become drunk and alcoholic, while they become fat ass and nasty and obnoxious. And they are bogging men, like younger men like myself. I'm not that young, but they still bogging me. As I already waste 20 years in Brazil trying to escape from this reality. It's very hard because my reality is very difficult. It's a very unique one. These people set me up for failure in my youth time. Now that I am in my adulthood, they erased my past from me, which was my supposed ex-wife, which media makes fun, point fun of out of like about me and her and everything else, probably to make her be rich and me ridiculized. I don't care. So there's a lot of freaks online and the media and on TV and all that, and civilizations are forgotten. They already forgot the principles that we gotta care, that we gotta keep, which is like principles. So I can't go online here and talk about Trump in the bathroom. I can go online and talk about someone really famous doing something private. I just find stupid. What the things that these women, my neighbors, do, I think they're stupid. These people are hold on into a car and a motorcycle. Then they destroyed my life in the past. Now I cannot get a car or a motorcycle because I'm in the way out. I'm waiting for my own personal problems before I hit the road, get my bug out bag and hit the road. It's over. Life is over. It's like I don't see any future for me, so I'm gonna have to be like a backpacker. Like I'm gonna have to be like looking for shelters throughout life. But meanwhile, I'm fighting this nasty. They're kind of like bisexual neighbors. They're bisexuals, and they have this urge of calling my attention. They're 24/7. I do not know who is paying the money for these people to be stalking me and harassing me 24/7. They have children. They have a old wacko women of the ever. It's like ever women. This type of women will never ever have any relations with me. So they get really mad, and then they create armies and they feed off of Afro-descendants, Afro-Brazilian descendants around, because Afro-descendants, they are together with the ghetto. The ghetto, they hide on their little holes on the ghettos and the favelas or in the lands that they invaded illegally. The police cannot take these people, like the police are afraid of them, so the police let it be. So these people grow more and more and more armies of land invasion. So Afro-descendants, black Brazilian people, they are very stuck up. They are very hard to deal with. They're like the most like sticky people you can ever find. They are the bosses of all favelas. They are taking over territory. They are trying to control who can walk around or not, who can drive, who can run. So all these people are full of shit. They're all together with the Brazilian TV. And for me, even coronavirus is a lie. I haven't seen anyone that, even if I see them in a coffin being like going under the ground, I will still believe that it's not a real person. It's just a puppet that they put in a coffin and then they put it down. I do not trust. I do not believe. I think they're all full of shit. I think Brazil was full of state frauds, just like United States. State frauds. That's what they do. They murdered too many men that opposed them. Probably that's what they're studying to do to me, because they know I will never be. Will never happen. These people, for me, they're pathetic. There's zillions of beautiful, amazing blonde women out there, but no, they want mine ex-wife because they want to do just the continuation of my uncle's daughter, which was Sandra. So there's the Bible, which is description. Description is law. And these savages are supposed to follow it, but these savages, they don't do it because they don't have any authority that pressure them to do what they're supposed to do. They're neglectments of like towards society and public. They get money from government, so they spend, they shove right in their ass, and they don't spend on what they're supposed to spend. So they just waste people's life, and then they try to hold us at the house because this is not a home. This country is not a home. I haven't found a home yet. This is not. This is just a waste of existence. They hold us in the house. Well, there's a lot of nasty, really ugly, very extremely ugly old women in a broken marriage with some older sons that harass me, and they are constantly showing me with their body expression, their visual arts, that they have a car and I don't. Tough shit. I don't give a fuck. They have a car, I don't have a car. They have a motorcycle, I don't have a motorcycle. So when you go take a driver's license to ride a motorcycle, the favela, probably Afro-descendants, they order them to do that. They place a bunch of little stupid tools from favelas around the driving test. When you get in a motorcycle, when you're about to do your test, they start shouting, making a lot of noise, hitting things, they start really yelling at you so that you do not complete, because only criminals eventually will be on the motorcycles. And even if you get a motorcycle, if you have a car and start working apps and things like that, if you're not part of the organized crime in Brazil, they will hit your car, they will steal your money, they will charge you from the thing, even though you're not wrong. And if you try to find law in Brazil, it's all set up. OAB is all set up by them. They all, now it's everything set up. Probably now, I'm not gonna guess, but as what I see is like Sergio Moro, for me, he's a stranger that is trying to be a president or play as a president among Bolsonaro, which is supposed to be the president. A stranger as well. It's a stranger. Bunch of strangers. It's a wave of unprecedented people, strangers, that they fool society. They keep women because they keep women analphabet or like really stupid and very savage and very nasty towards other younger men, that they start doing savage things. Women start liking to eat the rest of food. They start developing what Africa black magic teaches them, voodoo stuff, witchcraft things. Not the witchcraft is that they have to do in the house. Take care of the house be like spanking new. No, they do the witchcraft against men, black magic, like voodoo stuff, spiritual energy. They send their very nasty energy towards you, so you get heavy headaches, get a disease. When you speak, they send commands to your brain so that your throat kind of like chokes and you don't speak, or you feel like coughing. That's the types of witchcrafts that this nasty evil witches are doing constantly. And they're instead of allowing men to understand and coexist with one another and try to start what they will never achieve, which is to be a real man, because these people are not real men. Just because they have a car and motorcycle, that doesn't make them a real man. They don't interact. They don't interact like real men. They're a bunch of kids living with their mothers. So do I. And then they get a car and they get a motorcycle. They get connections around in the hills where there is a lot of drug dealers. Each and every one of these kids, they carry an illegal gun in their homes, so that whenever I start war, if I would start with, I don't waste my time with garbage. But if I would waste my time and start a war with them, they would all have a gun. Stupid little guns. Halfway man through a gun. 22, 30, 38. We call Gahusha, homemade, house-made guns and stupid things. That's how stupid Brazilians are. And that is there. I'm just reporting again because I went to the police one time. The cop told me that when it becomes this way, the only thing we can do is to report. Here I'm reporting again. There's two guys that they harassed me, and somehow I never spoke to them. They're just neighbors. One of them looked like one guy, some kids from another ghetto that I used to live around. They killed the guy's father. I think that's why this guy is harassing me. He looks kind of like an American Indian. I remember when we were a kid, they tried to introduce a guy, American Indian guy, just like this dummy right now, onto the novella stuff. And these people all connect. American Indians, and then homosexuals, American Indian homosexuals, bisexuals, and then they have something to do with the shoes. because back in the days they were fighting to take over the city. It was to call Zeppelin, the Zeppelin, that thing that flies. He was all connected. He's connected with Caio Castro. He's trying to claim David, King David, that he's the King David. He tries to claim everything. He tried to claim the women. He tried to claim people that it's ugly like me. He thinks just because I'm ugly, he can stalk me and be harassing me the way he does. The way he stalks me, he stares at me. He sends noises towards me. He's constantly, every time I go in the bathroom, his mother and him, they develop a nasty conversation voice. We know when it's not just someone talking. We know when it's through you, You know when someone is attacking you. We can feel it. We're not that stupid, You offend me when you treat me that stupid. When these kids were young, I was already seeing them, this whole bullshit of theirs happening. This happened before. This funky stupidity of Brazilians already happened. They have like, I think, 3 versions of it. These people are trying to shape me into one of them, but it's not gonna happen. All right. So I'm just reporting because I think it's illegal. I think when someone is taking shit, you should leave the person alone. Like just because you're a householder, because you own the house, or because you're renting, whatever you're doing there, it doesn't give you the right to be, harassing someone in the restroom. You should read some book. You should really get a life. You nasty old woman. I help you sometimes. Sometimes I try to acknowledge that you exist, but you're so nasty. It's like, look at me. I'm ugly too. I don't pick any women. I'm straight. I'm not really attractive. But at least I don't stalk people in their bathrooms when they're doing poop. I tell women to shit in my mouth if they want to. If they want to play this spiritual stupidity of yours. I don't stalk them to be like making noise, to make them uncomfortable. It's a time of your physical necessity. You don't need witches and stalkers yapping at you. You're stupid. I don't even know why I mentioned about you in a video, how stupid and nasty and savage you are. I just don't understand why society allow people like you be around me. All right? Take care.